Yes, yes.
I already spoke to your colleagues today already about this.
Have you?
Yes.
I don't know that.
Okay. Well, maybe you should find that out before you put me in handcuffs, because you'll be liable for a claim if so.
I
All right.
need to. I told you you're detained.
Okay. I'm not going to. Yeah, but I'm not going to run away.
Okay.
I'm not going to run.
I'm still handcuffing you.
This officer is about to make a huge mistake, cuffing a man who's done absolutely nothing wrong, hasn't resisted, hasn't run, and hasn't given a single reason to escalate. He warns her calmly, right to her face, that this decision could cost the department dearly, but she pushes forward anyway. Stick around, because what happens next completely exposes her, and the law comes back to bite her hard.
For what?
For using
I'm allowed to fly over. Don't you break it?
I'm gonna check that.
Yeah.
No, I'm not gonna break it. Today free photo control. I need two officers.
I'm not going anywhere.
I have apprehended the male who's using the drone.
I'm not going to run away. Can you let go of my hand?
Outside of Severn Trent.
I'm not going anywhere.
Okay.
I'm staying here.
That's alright, thank you. Can I put a handcuffs
I've
on?
already. Is it necessary?
Yes, it is.
I'm not going to go anywhere. I'll sit down if you want.
No, not necessary. Yes, yes.
I already spoke to your colleagues today already about this.
Have you?
Yes.
I don't know that.
Okay. Well, maybe you should find that out before you put me in handcuffs, because you'll be liable for a claim if so. All right.
Need to. I told you you're detained.
Okay. I'm not going to. Yeah, but I'm not going to run away.
Okay.
I'm not going to run.
I'm still handcuffing you.
I've got the drone in my hand.
Could you please pass it to somebody else?
Can I put it in my bag?
You can.
Thank you. Officer, before you carry on with the handcuffing, I've actually spoke to two colleagues around the corner about this already.
Right.
Filming and droning today.
I need
right.
one additional.
So I'm not going to run away. I'm making a video. Can you let her know to take that off?
Right.
I'm happy to talk to you.
Right, yeah.
But just handcuff off.
Fine. Right, this is what I'm saying.
Handcuff off, please. Okay, you're opening yourself up for a claim. Tell your colleague to take the handcuffs off. It's not necessary. I'm not going to run away.
That's fine.
I'm making a video today.
Right. Which other colleagues did you speak to?
I'll explain.
Alright guys, this audit goes south real quick as officers move straight to handcuffs on a man who hasn't resisted, hasn't run, and hasn't given them a single reason to escalate. The moment the drone comes down, he hands it over without hesitation, stays completely composed, and even tells the officer directly that he isn't going anywhere. Despite that level of cooperation, the cuffs go on anyway, almost as if the decision had already been made before any conversation even started. He immediately warns the officer that this move could open the department up to a serious legal claim, reminding her that he'd already spoken to colleagues earlier that day about filming and flying in the area. Instead of pausing to reconsider, the officers push forward regardless, brushing past every calm explanation and every clear warning sign standing right in front of them. It's a tense opening that instantly sets the tone for a stop built on shaky footing from the very first second. And it only gets more complicated from here.
Take the handcuffs off. I'll sit down with you if you want.
I'm not taking the handcuffs off.
Right.
Can you put them in a bag for me, please?
Right, what's here?
Can one person...
In there. Careful of the wings. Careful of the wings.
Yeah, I'm being careful.
Yeah?
Be careful.
Alright. I'm not going anywhere, right? Is there a sergeant here? It's not illegal to fly the drone over here, you know that, don't you? It's not illegal.
Well, I'll find out.
Okay, fair enough.
I have the power to make reasonable inquiries.
Yeah, that's fine. Can you take my phone out of my pocket and video it for me?
I've already got it, mate. I've got it.
Oh, can you hold it in front of my face to get it?
If you can confirm me which colleagues have actually...
I will do, yeah, no problem. Can you video it on there?
Yeah.
Hold it sideways for me, please.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Of course I can, mate.
I don't have to explain. The drone here is not illegal.
Right.
But I have spoken to your colleagues already today regarding filming and droning.
Right, which colleagues were these?
I couldn't tell you, but PCSOs.
The PTSOs?
Yes.
Right.
But they told it was in the car park round the big one, big car park.
Right.
Inside.
Right.
Did that. Came round here to do the drone. Got the drone down.
Okay.
Your colleague runs out handcuffs.
Try to obtain
what is the
details from
reason
this
you're actually
man. He has
filming
stated
these things? What is
that
the reason
he's
you're filming
spoken
it?
previously to
Do I
all
have to explain?
officers
I'm just asking a
about
simple question.
filming
What is the reason you're
as
making a
well
video?
as
About what?
3 other individuals
Any reason
are
you
here
film
with him
PlayStation,
filming
what
us.
purpose? What is the main
I
purpose?
explained to your colleagues over there earlier.
Watch closely as things get even messier here. The handcuffs go back on despite there being zero physical threat, zero resistance, and zero attempt to flee, and he starts pressing hard, calmly asking if a sergeant is even present at the scene to oversee what's happening. He reveals that he had already explained himself to other colleagues earlier that same day about filming and flying the drone, which exposes a serious breakdown in communication between officers working the exact same shift. Instead of de-escalating once that information comes out, the situation only grows tenser as more officers get pulled into the confusion surrounding him. Radios crackle back and forth as officers try to confirm his account with colleagues elsewhere on site, and what should have been a simple clarification turns into a real test of how quickly police can lose control of their own narrative while being recorded on camera the entire time.
While I was filming the card around the corner, and they radioed it through at
The
checkpoint.
detain stated that he spoke with another police officer about filming the video of the police station. So far?
In that car park over there, around the corner.
There's also three other individuals
behind that big building.
filming all the interaction with the phones as well.
You happily got it? Or do you want to stay here?
Guys, can I just...
My colleague alone. I'll go and check that PRC then.
Can we check the handcuffs are necessary? I'm not going to run away. I haven't resisted or anything.
I haven't put them
I'm
on.
clearly making a video, but your colleagues put them on.
So that's up to my colleague.
Every second I'm in these is obviously for you guys going to cost because I will claim. Take them off. I'll sit down.
Yes, yes, overheard.
That's my colleague. She's put them on.
Okay.
Yeah.
Are you happy to take them off?
They've been
I'll happily explain what I'm doing.
They've been applied.
Take that handcuffs off, please. Thank you.
Do you understand why we're doing what we do?
No.
Okay.
When you run out, like you have, out of control, put these on. You panicked.
Out of control.
You have a little bit. Your colleagues didn't do that.
Yes.
Come out, ask the male what they're doing, and if I don't give you a reasonable explanation, then you need to act.
You should be aware that
It's gonna
officers can be varied.
go and get those in the shot as well.
Officers can be varied of the surveillance.
Am I still
of the
detained?
No, I'm releasing you.
Okay.
Yes, you detained. I need to obtain your details, please.
So, what, you've released me, but...
Things are about to spiral as he demands straight answers on whether the handcuffs were ever necessary in the first place. He lays it out plainly and repeatedly. He hasn't resisted, hasn't run, and has cooperated fully from the very first interaction onward. Officers scramble over the radio trying to confirm his story with colleagues stationed elsewhere, and the excuse that he came across as out of control starts falling apart the second he calmly walks them through exactly what happened, step by step, without raising his voice once. The more composed he remains while explaining himself, the weaker the original justification for restraining him becomes in real time. It's clear at this point that the officers are now playing catch-up, scrambling to defend a decision that was made too quickly and without proper grounds, and the pressure on them keeps building the longer this conversation continues.
Re-detained, or... Can you say what section am I detained under, or no? Am I detained still, yes?
I would have to obtain your details if that's all right with you.
Under which section? If I was you, I'd just leave it there. I'll happily talk, but I wouldn't re-detain me if I was you. That's my advice. It's up to you what you do. I'm not running away.
Are you happy to stay and provide the details?
I'm happy to stay and talk. No details. Hello.
What drone have you, is it you got, mate?
Do I have to show you?
Well, technically we have the power to search if we wanted, but I'm trying to...
Power to search or power to examine the drone?
Both
I
actually.
don't think you've got power to search because I'm no longer detained, but you do have power to examine the drone.
Yeah, I'm trying to explain it.
Go on.
Okay, it's just what make is it?
Well,
Make a model.
if I have to, tell me and I'll show you.
I'm making it so that I'm trying to avoid having to do further inquiries, because if it's over a certain weight...
Yes. Would you like to know the weight of the drone?
What weight is it you got?
249 gram.
Right. That's fine. No,
Yeah.
okay. I know exactly about type, and yes, he's licensed to. He doesn't need a license to fly that one.
That's fine.
Right,
I
which is
wasn't
fine.
here, was I? I just came out.
6741. You've been very reasonable. Why has your colleague come out to handcuff me? Can I ask?
Okay. At the moment, I can't comment because I don't know because I wasn't here.
Okay. Can you explain why you did that? Or not?
Watch as confusion completely takes over the scene when he bluntly questions his own detention status, asking directly whether he's still detained or free to walk away. The officer fumbles through an attempted explanation of drone weight regulations and licensing thresholds, clearly improvising legal justification on the spot rather than citing anything solid or rehearsed. It becomes painfully obvious that the officers are trying to retroactively build a case for a stop that had already happened, instead of having clear legal grounds before acting on it. The back and forth grows increasingly awkward as he keeps calmly pressing for a straight answer that never quite arrives, forcing the officer to circle around the same vague points without ever landing on anything concrete. This moment really exposes how unprepared the response was for someone who actually knows his rights and refuses to back down.
Of people doing hostile surveillance.
Yeah.
Surveillance.
But what crime did you suspect me of committing with the drone? Can I just, for my own knowledge, so I don't do it again?
There's certain offences. One is that you can't fly within 50 metres of the person. That's part of the legislation.
Not that drone, right?
No, any drone. You shouldn't be able to fly within 50 metres.
249 you can.
Yeah, no, within 50 metres it's any drone. You
No,
don't
over
need to have a license.
over 250 gram it is.
No, any drone.
I can show you if you want.
No, it's okay. Right, but also
Right.
we have...
Come round here, film. Can I film now? Thanks.
No, we do have terrorism laws which worry about hostile reconnaissance.
I'm going to keep filming, am I right?
But at the moment, I'm quite happy you don't need a licence for that one, sir. We're not going to detain you further. With being seen, that's the time. You don't need to seize it or anything like that. What we would say is just be mindful of doing things like that.
You mean like explain to your colleagues earlier what I was doing?
Yeah.
I've done that.
I said, no, I'm just saying this. I'm not saying what you're doing is wrong.
It's not a case
what
of
we're
that.
turning
If our
around and
colleagues
saying
haven't told us, look,
Blind
we're here.
drone-
Is that my issue?
No, I'm not saying that. I'm not saying it's your issue.
Right.
But if we're not being informed of something, we have to react the way we have to react.
you could get
That makes sense.
You haven't reacted badly.
If that makes sense to you.
You came out very panicked. I was calm. You came out and you've made me irate, thinking, what the hell's going on? Right?
To explain one thing which
It's
has
my
been
job to
happening
act.
is-
It's my job to act.
Were the handcuffs necessary?
This is where it gets interesting as the exact weight of the drone becomes the center of the entire argument. He proves it clocks in under 250 grams, meaning no license is legally required to fly it, and the officer is forced to pivot away from that failed angle toward vague talk of hostile surveillance and terrorism legislation instead. That shift alone exposes just how weak the original justification for stopping him really was from the start. Rather than admitting the mistake and moving on, the officer keeps reaching for bigger, scarier-sounding laws to justify what's already happened, but none of them actually apply to the situation unfolding here, and he calmly calls that out every single step of the way, refusing to let vague legal language slide past unchallenged.
At the moment,
That was my perception.
I'll explain to you. At the moment, we've got offenders in the rear yard. Right? People try to get them to escape or help them escape. Right? There's an ongoing incident going on in there where we have got people. Right? And
Is your yard secure?
right,
I presume it is, yeah?
people have got over it before.
That's not good, mate.
No,
That's not good.
I said we.
You mean out
The prisoner.
or in?
Your
Yeah, they do
drone.
both.
Your drone was directly
Over here.
above me, and I stood with the prisoner in the van.
You're in the middle, were you?
And,
Or the outside, middle?
and your drone was above me at approximately 50 meters height.
It was lower than that. 30 metres.
Okay.
I'm allowed to do that though.
The prisoner who
Yeah.
I stood with said, I do not wish to be filmed by anyone, and I'll give my permission. Could you ensure that my privacy is respected?
That's unfortunate, isn't it? Because,
Well, he's a suspect at the moment.
okay.
But we're
He-
worried
he's
that
a
someone.
suspect.
Are you telling me you care about his privacy?
Yes, I do.
You're going to go in there, you're going to fingerprint him, take his photo, probably tell the media about the arrest. It happens. You don't care about his privacy, do you? Come on. You care about the drone being up. But it's legal, unfortunately.
Yeah,
And-
we're
That's
happy
your
it's
opinion,
legal.
what I care about.
Okay, it's legal. We'll leave it to you, sir. But what we would be saying is, if you do fly something like over that, not every officer knows. And so you might be asked to account for what's going on.
I've got no issue with that.
Yeah.
I've got the issue of being handcuffed.
Alright guys, brace yourselves as the conversation shifts toward a prisoner being loaded into a nearby van just off to the side. The officer claims the drone had been flying directly above a suspect who reportedly didn't want to be filmed, appealing to that individual's right to privacy as the reasoning behind the reaction. He fires back immediately, pointing out the glaring irony of officers suddenly caring so much about someone's privacy right before fingerprinting, photographing, and formally processing that very same suspect moments later. The exchange highlights a clear double standard in how privacy concerns get selectively applied depending on the situation, and it becomes a genuinely sharp moment that puts the officer's entire reasoning under serious pressure, with no clean answer coming back in response.
Had you came out and just say stay here, all right, overreaction, but fine. I wouldn't have run away. Handcuffs.
If you have issue with that, then you are quite welcome within your rights.
What did you actually detain me for when you handcuffed me at that point? I know you undetained me, but what was it actually for at that point? Just so I know for my record, when I report it, what section of the law did you actually put them on for at that point? You know what I mean? You detained me, but You didn't search, but you were going to, presumably.
Yeah. She has the power to search you under the I'm trying to think exactly what it's the not maritime, it's the air law. They brought it out in 2016, but we have the power to stop and search people using the drone if we think that they are breaking the law. Right? Under that power, she has the power.
I've never heard of that one before, mate.
Yeah, it's strange enough. I've just checked. It's on the line.
You can do the terrorism act if you want to try that,
No,
but
it actually says that she has the power to stop and search you if she thinks that you're breaking some of the air rules. Right? I think
what,
it's
by flying?
2016.
By flying?
Yeah, within 50 metres of people.
That's wrong. That is.
Yeah.
It's not within
I said,
50
but that's what it says online because I've
said
just
earlier.
physically checked it.
Yeah. That drone, that 249 gram, can fly as close to people or buildings as I like.
Yeah. I said, but,
That's the law.
But we don't know it's 249
Yeah.
grams, do we?
We can't look at the drone.
But you come out and you say, get the drone down, which you're entitled to do, ground it. Can I check the weight?
That's the power that she's gone and searched you under. It's under that section, right?
Watch closely as he goes straight for the jugular, demanding to know the exact section of law used to justify the handcuffs being placed on him in the first place. The officer stumbles badly under the pressure, first referencing an outdated maritime law before quickly backtracking and switching over to air traffic legislation from 2016 instead. That lack of a clear, confident, immediate answer completely undercuts the legitimacy of the entire detention from the very beginning of the stop. If the specific law being used can't even be named on the spot without hesitation, it raises serious questions about whether the stop was ever lawful to begin with, and he makes absolutely sure that point isn't lost in the moment, pressing further for clarity.
Has the power to stop and search you. If you have an issue with that, you are more than happy to report it to the Westminster.
Before you go,
Yeah.
can you radio through if you need to and get the exact quotation of that maritime?
They won't have a clue because I've just looked it up on Google. If you look under that,
Can you do that for me now? I'm not expecting you to know it right now, but to check and to tell me, so that when you leave, I can report it and say, this officer detained me for, so they said, section of whatever. Does that make sense to you?
I hope you have a very good day today with the filming, with the interaction.
I was relaxed. I'm now a little bit high rate now.
Are you?
So I've been grabbed on the arm, I've been handcuffed. And you ran out of breath. I wonder what you were going to do at that point.
I wasn't over.
You're more.
No, but you ran over like ready to go, right? Ready to chase me or to, I don't know. I didn't run, but...
So obviously you're more than likely to make a complaint about it. It's up to you, you're entitled to make a complaint, but at the same time...
It won't be a complaint, it'll be a civil matter.
That's fine. That's completely up to you and that's absolutely fine. But officers reacted to something that she saw potentially have been an issue. We need to clarify details. She's acted under her own discretion.
Would you have done the same? Would you have handcuffed me?
Next time, perhaps, suspicion of crime will be there. I'll walk casually, with no rush.
My advice would be run out if you need to, but when you can see I'm clearly not running away, and I'm clearly not going to try and tackle you.
Things heat up fast as he challenges the officer to actually look up the law in real time, exposing just how uncertain she truly is about the very authority she claimed to be using against him. He calmly explains that he'll be filing a formal report rather than a police complaint, keeping his tone level and controlled even as the pressure on the officer continues to mount with every passing second. The officer eventually admits this could now be treated as a civil matter, a quiet but telling concession that this entire stop may not hold up under proper legal scrutiny once it's reviewed outside the heat of the moment, well away from the pressure of the interaction itself.
For me, wait for the gates to open and see you there.
Film that. If we think a drone could be connected to an offence, we can make you land the drone, stop and search people or vehicles to find drones or drone equipment.
Yeah.
But that doesn't state the section of the
Well,
law.
you can find
That's
the
Google.
code and find it yourself.
So
Then.
Part 3 of the Air Traffic Management and Unmanned Aircraft Act of 2021.
If we think the drone could be connected to an offence.
Yeah, which means that if it's over 250 grams and we think that you need a licence...
So you come out, you check, and if that's the case, if the drone's heavier, then you detain me and search.
Okay.
You don't come out and detain and then check.
That's how
You can detain then check. We need to detain you, then check it. Then yes, we can detain and then check.
No, but you've got a right under Schedule 8 of that Act to come out, ground the drone, examine the drone. You've got the right to do that without any detainment. Come out, do that, and if it's over, then go further, right?
We go madness, yeah, because if you want to make a
No, we're not.
complaint, you can complain to West Midlands Police, but unfortunately we haven't.
You know you overreacted, right? You know that, right?
Okay,
I know
we'll
I
leave it
did
with
not
you.
overreacted, but I know this is a provoked stance. I'm happy to be on your show. Please make a claim, complaint with the West Midlands Police.
I won't make a complaint with you guys. I'll make a civil claim with the lawyer.
Absolutely, yes.
That's fine, you're more than welcome to do that.
You are entitled.
Had you not put the handcuffs on, I did give you the opportunity to not do it.
Anything else you require from me?
Shoulder number 22384.
834.
Yeah. All right. Have a nice day.
Have a good day too.
This is where it all wraps up as the officer finally hands over her shoulder number without further pushback, bringing an end to a stop that was shaky on legal grounds from the very first handcuff click all the way to the final exchange. What started as a routine drone flight spiraled into a tense breakdown of communication, legal uncertainty, and selective reasoning, all caught clearly on camera for everyone watching to see for themselves. It's a stark reminder of how quickly a calm, lawful activity can turn into a drawn-out confrontation when officers act first and try to justify it after the fact. Make sure to like the video and subscribe to the channel, and we'll see you in the next one.